Shabbat, Acharei Mot, Kedoshim. Let's take a peek inside. Ushmartem et chukotai v'et mishpatai asher ya'aseh otam adam v'chai bahem ani Adonai. You shall keep my laws and my rules, by the pursuit of which human beings shall live by them. I am Yud Hey Vav Hey. You shall keep my laws and my rules. Chukotai mishpatai. A mishpat, often understood as those easy to understand decrees that we might have come upon by our own common sense. A chok, however, is something that kind of twists the mind, that is beyond our ability to comprehend sometimes and make sense of, but we accept nonetheless because it came from the mouth of the Holy One, if you would accept my metaphor. What does it mean to live? What does it mean, chai bahem? I assume that there are some of you here who wear a chai. Chai, of course, meaning life. Chai, the number 18, a traditional dollar amount to give also by multiples of, when we give tzedakah, 18, 36, 54, 72, so on and so forth. The Parsha goes on to read, V'chi yamuch achicha, v'chei achicha imach. If your kin, being in straits, let your kin live by your side. Live, chei, like chei ha'olamim, life of all worlds. There, again, is the root, chai, to live. So let's unpack a little bit what it means to live and what Torah might mean when it says to live by them, by the mishpatai, for the mishpatim and the chukim. We're looking into Masechet Bava Metzia, that we should live with your brother. There is a teaching in the Talmud. It's more of a teaching, it's more of a story. And here's the story. And let's see what you come to as to what would be your resolution to the story. There are two who are walking along the road. Now, this is just not any road, but they're walking along the way. And it is an extremely, extremely hot day, and they're not anywhere near any kind of water source. Im shotim shnehem metim. Okay. They have one jug of water. Actually, I shouldn't say they, because one of them has a jug of water. And there's a little bit of water left in the jug. Im shotim shnehem metim. If both of them, shnehem, drink, they will die. V'yad echad mehem kiton shel mayim. So I've already referenced that. In the hand of one of them is a kiton. A kiton is a jug of water. I'm sure you're getting the picture here. We got two people walking. They're parched. They're not anywhere near that they know of an oasis. What's going to happen? V'im shoteh echad mehem magia lishov. All right, so we already read im shotim shnehem metim. If they both drink from the little bit of water that's left, metim, they will die. One of them is carrying the jug of water. Im shoteh echad mehem. If one of them drinks all of the water, magia layishuv. That person will continue to dwell or to live or to go on. You getting the picture here of what's going on? So let's follow this to its end. The dilemma. If one drinks, the other one dies. If they both drink, both certainly will die. So take a moment to think for yourself, what would be your decision here? From the outside, you don't have to picture that you're one of these people. Or maybe you should do that. You might come up with a reasonable, for you, decision of what to do. Let's see what the rabbis say about this. Still from Bava Metzia 62a, and this is Darash ben Petorah. Ben Petorah taught, and you hear the word drash, like this is a drash that I'm giving right now. It's an inquiry into something that we've raised. Mutav sheyishtu shnehem v'yamutu. Ben Petorah, the son of Petorah, taught that it's preferable, better, mutav. You see to the word tov in there, it's good. But actually this is more than good. This is better or preferable that both of them drink and die. Why? So that neither of them see the death of the other. Okay. I can understand how one could come to that conclusion. If it was me with the jug of water, I might not see it that way. Let's continue. This was the prevailing teaching ad sheba Rabbi Akiva v'limeid, until Rabbi Akiva came and taught on the verse, V'chei achicha imach, your brother shall live with you. Chayecha kodmim l'chei chaveircha. What does that mean? Indicating your life takes precedence over life of the other. Your brother shall live with you, not die with you. Rabbi Akiva takes a much different attitude than Ben Petorah. Rabbi Akiva more than seems to be saying that you, the one who is holding the jug, drink it all because you're supposed to live. All righty. Here's his conclusion, is that the person with the water must drink and survive. Tragic though it may seem, he may not forfeit his life for another and may not forfeit both lives for the sake of a larger principle. V'chai bahem, and live by them. Again, this is what we are drashing right now. This is our inquiry. Nothing takes precedence over saving a life. This is called pikuach nefesh. This goes even on Shabbat. Here, let me see, it says nothing. Let me pop back in there. And this concept is called pikuach nefesh doche Shabbat. The rabbis to be among you need to know this phrase. Pikuach nefesh doche Shabbat. Even the rest of you, if you're not in rabbinical school, need to know this phrase. That the most important thing is to sustain life. Even if it's for Shabbat, even if it means overriding a mitzvah, to observe Shabbat, la'asot et Shabbat, right? From the Mishnah Sanhedrin, v'chol hamekayem nefesh achat miYisrael ma'aleh alav hakatuv ki'ilu kayem olam maleh. As it is written, right? Anyone who sustains one soul, and it says mi Yisrael, from the Jewish people, is credited as if ki'ilu kayem olam maleh. You know the word olam, the world. Is credited as if he sustained an entire world. Save one person, save an entire world. That goes for you as well. But especially in this case, goes for breaking Shabbat in order to save a life. Breaking the rules of Shabbat, which also would include, if you are Shabbat observant, getting in the car to drive your wife who is pregnant, whose waters just broke, unless you're having a home birth, of course, like I had 3 of, to the hospital. Because that baby is about to be born. Save that life. Get to the hospital. Many more examples of that. V'chai bahem, live by them. Rav Yehuda said that Shmuel said, if I would have been there among those sages who talked about living by them and not he should die by them, he would have added the phrase, so he shouldn't die by them, right? So live by them includes, Rabbi Yehuda is saying, not dying by them, right? So your water, your flask, both of you shouldn't die. You should drink from it. Another interpretation from the Sifra, which is Midrash on Sefer Leviticus. V'chai bahem, it's not comes to mean let's not only live by them, shall live in them. And what does that mean? In the world to come. Now, whatever your concept of the world to come, olam haba, for me, sometimes it means dragging all of our karma into our next incarnation. And so we're supposed to live in them, live in the chukim and mishpatim, so that we bring all of that good karma with us into the next life. Coming in for a landing here. Rabbi Yaakov Omer, Rabbi Jacob. This world is like a vestibule before the world to come. Prepare yourself in the vestibule so you may enter the banqueting hall. Oh, I love that, right? For all of us New Yorkers or know the word smorgasbord, we're just pulling it all together in this life. So when we get to the next life, it's going to be just amazing. It's like going to be a feast, right? And we can feast upon all of the good things to hear and to see, and it's going to be a party going. It's a party going on right here. Well, okay, maybe it doesn't mean that, but this world is a vestibule that we are putting together. We're saving up all of our credit, right? Preparing ourselves for what is coming. And he used to say, more precious is 1 hour in teshuvah, in repentance and good this world, than all the life of the world to come. So he tells us that this world is to gather up all the good stuff because this is only the waiting room for the world to come. But then he says everything we do right now is way more important than that concept. Forget about the world to come. Do a good deed. Do teshuvah. Return again and again to what is important and to live your life in that way. V'chai vahem, and live by them. What makes life worth living, my sweet friends? And this is a foreshadowing and a preparation of the breakthrough room experience. Rabbi Shai held, all you need is love. For those of you who are familiar with Reb Shai, he says love, I would argue, is the red thread that makes human life worth living, and that enables us to, at the moments at least, live up to the love that God has bestowed upon us, within us. More. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs of blessed memory. What makes life worth living? Be a dreamer. What makes life worth living? Follow your passion. What makes life worth living? Don't ask what you want from life. Ask what life wants from you. And make space in your life for things that matter. Family and friends, love and generosity, fun and joy. And finally, V'chai vahem, Hannah Arendt of blessed memory teaches that to live by them means to live with fearlessness. I quote, fearlessness exists only in the complete calm that can no longer be shaken by events expected of the future. For those of us who are freaking out, calm ourselves. Don't lo yifached lehitpached klal. Don't make yourself afraid. Which makes the only valid tense of love the present. the only place where life is truly alive and holy. So for these teachings, we thank Hannah Arendt, V'chai Bahem. We thank Reb Shai Held. We thank Rabbi Jonathan Sachs. And on this Shabbat Acharei Mot, Kedoshim, let us all chai bahem, live by them, making space in our lives for family and friends, love and generosity, fun and joy. Kedoshim tihiyu ki kadosh ani, and live a holy life as God is holy. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.